Yes.
My lord, item number 11, my lord. This matter was referred to Jhalsa, my lord. And next date is tomorrow, my lord, before the Jhalsa. Might be wrongly listed, your lordship.
Let it be called out.
My lord.
We will extend the time.
My lord.
Orders with defect call करिए फिर.
Lordship. From the technical list for orders with defect, item number 1, CMP number 523 of 2016, Mr.
Lordship, I pray for 2 weeks time, Lordship. I pray for 2 weeks time, Lordship.
2 weeks time. Remove the surviving defects as well.
Item number 2, Civil 498 of 2019, Mr. Mohammed Jalsu.
I will permitted to withdraw this case, my lord. Order has been complied with.
Then counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Jamsur Rahman, seeks permission to withdraw this petition on instructions as the order has been complied with. Accordingly, the petition is dismissed as withdrawn.
Chief, I am appearing on behalf of the state in the matter.
In your appearance.
Obliged, Lordship.
Item 3, Transfer Petition Civil 24 of 2021, Mr. Lakhan Chandra Rai for the petition.
Lordship, this case of petitioner filed for transferring the case of Lordship matrimonial suit from Bokaro to Devghar, Lordship.
तो defect remove करिए ना पहले. 1 to 7 defects होते हैं. 2 weeks.
Lordship.
2 weeks to remove the defect.
Item 4, Transfer Petition Civil 54 of 2021, Mr. Nandan Prasad for the petition.
May I please, Your Lordship, in this case, one defect regarding alias name, Your Lordship, which may be ignored, Your Lordship. For alias name Chandana Kumari is in Okalatnama and Chandana Chaudhary is in Annexure 1, which was filed original suit number, Your Lordship, 76921 by the husband, Your Lordship, which may be ignored, Your Lordship. Rest of the defects I have removed, Your Lordship. So far as present case is concerned, Your Lordship, the husband has filed a decree for divorce in Dhanbad, Your Lordship. I have filed for transfer from Dhanbad to Bokaro, Your Lordship. I am wife of the OP number 2, OP, Your Lordship.
So you have not annexed any certificate to show that you are Chandana Kumari alias Chandana Chaudhary. Your husband has named you as Chandana Chaudhary.
Yes, my lord.
Added yourself as Chandana Kumari. Why do you add Chandana Kumari? Let it be Chandana Chaudhary.
Chandana Kumari signed Wakalatnama signed by her, Your Lordship, is a Chandana Kumari.
तो फिर कैसे होगा ना? आपका जो उनको करेक्ट करना होगा.
चंदना कुमारी के नाम से साइन किए थे, इसलिए एलियस नेम में फिर डिफेक्ट रह जाता है जो इसमें.
उनको तो I don't understand this confusion.
Therefore, I will ask him for ID card regarding this.
अपना सर्टिफिकेट एजुकेशन वगैरह का फाइल करिए ताकि कम से कम यहाँ आपका करेक्ट हो.
Okay. 1 week.
1 week what is allowed to learn counsel for the petitioner to file supplement. 2 weeks.
Item 5, Contempt Civil 5-3 of 2021.
Lord, in this case, the defect that need to be ignored, my lord. Regarding Lord, unnecessary respondents, Lord, kindly see Annexure 1, Lord, page 19. From the Annexure 1, page 19, Lord, transfer, Lord, tax was to all the respondents, Lord. Therefore, I have included all respondents, Lord. Annexure 1, page 19,
Surviving defect.
Page number 19, Lord. Lord, last direction was to all the respondents, Lord. Therefore, I have included the party, Lord.
Surviving defect is ignored when the submission is learned from the petitioner. The counsel for the state shall seek instruction and file show cause in
Such.
when your appearance.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Supplementary and supplementary.
From the supplementary code list, under the heading for admission, item 1, contains 227 for 277 of 2019. Mr. Ashok Prakash for the petitioner. Mr. Adit Kumar, Mr. Pradesh Kumar for the opposition.
Notes, we have filed a so cause. Notes, kindly notes, take note the last order notes of 12 March 2021 in this matter.
12th March.
Lord, on the date I was present, Lord, I was attending the court, Lord.
But by this order note, actually, this relates to notes statement of retrospective promotion and consequential benefits. And notes, the earlier the notes in compliance with the order, a decision was taken to grant him notional promotion and benefits actually from the date of the issuance of the order, note that is in 2020. Although notes he had retired long back, not in 2004. So note, the court was of the view that it should have been granted from the retrospective date. The benefits, it is not a full compliance. And this is the last notes thereafter the next case, paragraph notes 8 and 9. After this, there was a prayer for adjournment that decision is going to be taken by the board, and it says that the court did not grant any further indulgence in the matter on the ground. As for none holding the meeting of the board of directors, the order of the writ court cannot be kept in abeyance, and the JUBNL or its board of directors cannot be allowed to sit over writ courts. If the concurrence of the board of directors is required, it shall only be an empty formality for which the petitioner cannot be allowed to suffer. Therefore, the fact is ever directed, OP number 1, chief manager shall not receive his salary until the orders passed by the writ court is fully complied with. The salary shall be released only after this court is satisfied that the order passed by the writ court has been fully complied with. Put the matter after 2 months, waiting the compliance with the order. Now, notes the opposite party had preferred an LPM notes against this order, this portion of the order for notes holding of the salary. In which yesterday the order was passed to place the contempt before your lordship. In view of the fact that we have complied the order, now we have come out with another notification by which all the benefit has been granted from the due date. Kindly see the supplementary so cause filed yesterday, notes.
Supplementary show cause, which is last on record, is of 10th March 21.
It has been filed yesterday, notes on mail it was given. Probably the hard copy must not be there.
बस केस में बात कर रहे हैं कि पर्सनल बात कर रहे हैं? Mail might have been
20 फरवरी को हम लोगों ने भेजा था.
So it is not on record. We'll see next Friday. Let it be placed on record.
What we have given on 16 February, we have issued the order, giving him promotion and all consequences and benefits from the date notes due.
So petitioner is satisfied. If that is so.
No, इसको हम इंस्ट्रक्शन ले लेते हैं हुजूर, नेक्स्ट वीक के लिए रखा जाए. क्लाइंट से इंस्ट्रक्शन ले लेते हैं हुजूर.
Learned Advocate General, the matter has been posted today pursuant to the order passed in LPA number 129 of 2021, dated 17 February 2022. So, then Advocate General submits that the order has been complied with and its show cause has been filed enclosing the notification. Revised notification.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, notification dated 16 February. 16 to
notification dated 16 February, yesterday through mail. Let it be placed on record. Then counsel for the petitioner also seeks short time to obtain instructions. Matter is to be listed in the next week, next Friday.
Yes, obliged.
Grateful minutes.
Yes.
For orders from Delhi Court. Item 6, number 2 of 1996, Mr. Himanshu Kumar Mehta for the petition.
May I please your lordship, my lord?
Yes, Mr. Mehta.
My lord, after the order dated 17/4/2021, The case was fixed for May, but due to the COVID pandemic, it could not be listed, and there was no situation for the parties to appear. Thereafter, one report has been filed on 15th of December 2021
Okay.
by the official liquidator,
Okay.
mentioning entire fact.
So the bidders who had submitted their bids are still in the fray, or they are backed out?
No, they are not in the prey, as directed by this honorable court to submit the 3 years IT returns and detail of their outcome has not been filed by anyone.
Your Lordship, so far that I was appearing on behalf of one of the intervener who was allowed to participate in the bidding process. The Lordship, in the pursuant of the last order on 17/4, I was directed to file the income tax reports and the audit balance sheet. The Lordship, I had filed an IA petition for extension of time that was allowed by this honorable court. But since that time he was suffering from COVID, and thereafter, Your Lordship, I could not have any contact with them. So in the last occasion, I just called them and information was given to me that they would be coming within a period of 2 weeks to do everything. So in that situation, since we were out of touch, Your Lordship, I was requesting this matter can be listed after a week so that we can give a clear picture.
How many other bidders are there?
Total 4, my lord. Other are 3, and this Abhay Prakash client is number 2. Therefore, all together 4. And
So
we have
we
given
are
in
interested.
detail that audited balance sheet have not been filed. Only Ganpati Villa has filed the audited balance sheet. But IT return has not been filed by any of them.
the matter has been taken
My
upon
lord, my lord, my lord, if your lordship kindly hear me, my lord.
आप
I
तो
am for the work.
मिसेस पाल आपका तो कोई अभी
My lord, my submission is that I am for the workmen, my lord. They are
पहले
taking
एसेट का लिक्विडेशन होने दीजिए तब ना आपका वर्कमैन को मिलेगा.
just a minute. I want to say one line. If it is not because all the three has also not fulfilled the requirement, I think return has not been passed.
So
If it is
that the court has understood, na? The court is taking a view that because of the long gap, maybe all the parties and councils are not ready with instruction. The court is going to post it just after 2 weeks on the Friday.
Right.
That all
as a lordship,
compliances which were required to be done, they should do it within
your
this
lordship,
if they are serious.
a bit, my lord, I want to say, my lord, if the entire property is not possible to be auctioned or there is no
Those things I cannot apply my mind at this stage when the matter has been
as your lordship, because that is that our prayer is that, my lord, that is to be think because there is a long delay to finalize the matter.
okay.
No,
Don't interfere when the court is dictating an order after taking a point of view. Let the matter appear on 4th of March 2022. Stop. Respective bidders who were to who had not complied, who had not undertaken due diligence and complied the conditions, directions contained in the order dated 17th April 2021 to do so by the next date. Affidavits, if any, be filed at least 2 days before. Stop. Mr. Mehta, learned counsel for the official liquidator, submits that a report has also been submitted about the development. Black report has been submitted on 18th December 2021.
My lord.
It appears that because of the long gap due to COVID situation, the matter has been taken up after a long time. ये sentence पहले लिख लेगा. Therefore, the matter is adjourned for 2 weeks for the parties to undertake compliance of the directions issued in the order dated 17th April 21.
Lord, one thing I submit, my lord, that the parties may inspect the premises if they have not inspected earlier. In between this period, they can inspect.
No, that has already been done. That part is over. That part is over. This my lord has allowed Al Safi to
Informs that the
inspect and they have inspected.
interested bidders have already carried out inspection of the premises of the company, assets of the company.
Then no problem.
Highly obliged. Highly obliged.
Obliged, my
Kindly,
lord.
my pardons may be noted for EPFO, Lordship. Employment for of
Sent to the court master, they will.
obliged, Lordship. Okay.
Item 7, CMP number 396 of 2013, Mr. Sunil Singh for the petitioner.
Undelivered registered cover has been received with the remark OP was not found at the given address. Service report has not yet been received. When counsel for the petitioner is allowed, who is appearing for the state? Any state counsel present?
Yes, my lordship. Yes.
Mr. Rahul Sabu, learned SC1,
Yes, my lordship.
undertakes to take instructions as the erstwhile counsel is not on the panel of the state. Mr. Sunil Singh is not there in item 7.
My lord, Sunil Singh, my lord. There's no Sunil Singh, my lord, in the panel, my lord.
Very well. Let his name appear in the cause list for the petitioner. Matter be listed on 11th March 2022. You go through the file and seek instructions.
My lord, the copy, my lord, may be provided to me, my lord.
Obtain
The soft copy,
it from the court.
my lord.
Yes.
Item 8, CMP number 310 of 2016, Mr. Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Mr. Ajit Kumar for the opposite party.
May I request, may I explain, my lord, one more thing? My name may appear in the cause list, my lord.
I've already indicated.
My lord.
My lord, in WPC 2388 of 2014, my lord had passed an order for notice to be issued to respondent number 3 and 4, and for which requisites had to be filed within 7 days. I did file the requisites, but wrongly I filed it in 2388 of 2014. So that could not be done, and my writ petition has been dismissed for non-compliance of this honorable court's order dated 27th June 2016. My lord, I may be given an opportunity to file requisites in CMP number 310 that my lord is hearing just now, so that the case is revived. I just need whatever time my lord decides, I will file the requisites in this CMP 310.
Time for, and the request of learned counsel for the petitioner, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh, time for compliance of the order dated 10th August 2017 relating to filing of requisites is extended by 2 weeks from today.
Obliged, my lord. Obliged, lord.
Yes.
Contempt Civil 733 of 2019, Mr. Sresh for the petitioner.
Your Lordship, I appear on behalf of the petitioner in this case, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship, on the previous order dated 4th February 2022, it was ordered that the registrar of Vinoba Bhave University, opposite party number 2, shall remain present on the next date to explain. However, on para 5 of the said order, the date has been wrongly mentioned as 25th February.
Vinoba Bhave University is online. Let me present the case, my lord. My lord, this honorable court has passed an order for, with regard to promotion of the 5 petitioners. 2 of them, my lord, have already been promoted. The case of the promotion of 2 of them has been taken up. We have repeatedly tried to get the experts for the remaining two. My lord's pertinent query on the last date of hearing was, why is it that the respondent university has taken so long for not sending the name of the experts and not complying with the Honorable Court's order? My lord, I have talked to the registrar, although he is online. This is only because the list of experts to examine and screen the case of the petitioners is prepared by the Chancellor. That list is very old. Many of them have died, and many of them are so old that they don't come. In spite of the repeated efforts of the university to get the experts, due to COVID, many of them did not come. So this whole question of promotion of the remaining two could not be complied by the university only because of non-availability of the experts whom we wanted to come. Today, for one subject, that screening is taking place. And for the rest also, we will be doing it. So although the registrar is online, my lord, I will seek this honorable court's indulgence for whatever time my lord thinks fit to comply with the order, get the experts and process their case of promotion. We have tried repeatedly, but only because of COVID, the experts could not find it possible to come and my lord's order could not be complied. It is only because of our inability and to get the experts for the two subjects only. Three of them have already been promoted. So whatever time my lord thinks fit, this honorable court thinks fit, if that is granted, screening is taking place today. Registrar is online. Given the court's order, he will like to...
Registrar of which university?
Vinoba Bhai University, my lord. He is online. He is on screen.
Who was making a submission that registrar could not appear today?
He is there, my lord.
Yes, Your Lordship.
You are appearing for which university?
Your Lordship, I'm on behalf of the petitioner, Your Lordship.
Petitioner. So, since all the parties are present today, the court will recall the date and having heard the parties today, some time will be given to the university to make due diligence.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
हुजूर हमने बात किया रजिस्ट्रार से, अगर 2 महीना टाइम दे दिया जाए तो हम लोग सब करा के जेपीएससी को भेज देंगे.
Very well. So, Mr. Gautam is present. You are on behalf of Mr. Gautam. No?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
I am for JPS, Your Lordship.
And counsel for this petitioner, Mr. Shrestha Gautam, for the state who is appearing.
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of the state.
Mani Kapoor, AC2, SC2, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh for the opposite party university, and Mr. Abhay Prakash for the JPSC are all present today. So, as per the order dated 4th February 2020, the opposite party number 2, Registrar Vinoba Bhave University, Hazaribagh, what is his name?
नाम बताइए.
Virender Kumar Gupta. Virender Kumar Gupta.
Virender Kumar Gupta is also present. Stop. It appears that the matter has been listed today inadvertently, though as per the previous order dated 4th February 2022, the matter was posted for 23rd February 2021. That is an incorrect date. Stop. Since all the parties are present today and submissions have been advanced by learned counsel for the parties, the order dated 4th February 2020 is corrected. No, the date given in para 5 of the order dated 4th February 2020 is corrected to the extent that the matter is being that it should be 18th February 2020 in place of 25th February 2020. Stop. Learned counsel for the university submits on instructions that because of some administrative reasons, the experts could not be requisitioned. The experts could, the presence of the experts could not be secured for carrying out the promotional exercise of the petitioners number 4 and 5. Stop. He seeks 2 months' time to ensure that the said is done and the order is complied with in letter and spirit. On request of Learned Council for the state, University, let the matter appear after 8 weeks.
Obliged,
Obliged,
Lordship.
Obliged, Lordship.
obliged, my lord. Extremely obliged.
Yes. Personal appearance of so and so is dispensed with.
Item 10.
Obliged.
Petition Civil 25 of 2020. Mr. Ranjan Kumar for the petition.
Lord, I am appearing for the petitioner, my lord. My lord, while order dated 17/12/2021, my lord, the notices were issued through Family Court, Hazaribagh, my lord.
Service of notice upon the opposite party has been effected through his learned counsel representing him in the matrimonial title suit number 26 of 2020 through the office of the Principal Judge Family Court Hazaribagh, but the opposite party has not yet entered appearance. Service is complete. Stop. As such, in order to grant an indulgence, let the matter appear on 4th March 2022
There is interim order, my lord.
under the heading for admission. Interim order dated 2nd December 21 shall continue till the next day. In order to grant an indulgence to the opposite party to enter appearance, लिखिएगा.
Much obliged, my lord.
Item 11. Transfer petition Civil 21 of 2021. Mr. Anup Kumar Agarwal for the petitioner. Mr. Vijay Kumar Roy for the opposite party.
My lord,
So the
this
parties
case was heard on 4th to 22.
mediation
Matter was referred to
is
Jhalsa.
हाँ भाई लिखने
Lord, on 15th February, my lord, opposite party was Chandan Kumar was appeared before Jhalsa, but petitioner was not appeared.
Lordship, I am appearing for petitioner in this matter, Lordship. This matter has been listed today, Lordship, in the last order, Lordship. Lordship, in the last order, Lordship, in the last paragraph, Lordship, there is an order of stay, Lordship, but in a
very well. The case has been wrongly listed today as in terms of order dated 4th February 2020.
Lordship, there is one mistake in the order sheet, Lordship. That's why this matter has been listed, Lordship. Lordship, in the portion of stay, Lordship, in the last order sheet, Lordship, in the stay has been granted in original suit number 3 of 2021, pending before Learned Family Court, Bokaro. It should be, Lordship, Family Court, Giridih, Lordship. Instead of Giridih, it has been mentioned Bokaro, Lordship, inadvertently. This may kindly be.
The matter has been posted today on an office note, as there appears to be an inadvertent error in the last paragraph of the order dated 4th February 2022, where it was directed that further proceedings in the original suit number 003 of 2021 pending before Learned Family Court, Bokaro shall remain stayed. Stop. Incidentally, the proceedings are pending before Learned Family Court, Giridih and not Bokaro. Petitioner has prayed for transfer of the case from the Family Court, Giridih to Bokaro. Stop. As such, the order dated in the last paragraph of the order dated 4th February 2022, the description of the court should be read as Family Court Giridih instead of Family Court Bokaro. Stop. Let the matter be listed on 25th March 2022 as earlier ordered.
Obliged, Lordship.
For admission, item 12, petition 214 of 2030, Mr. Amit Kumar Tiwari for the petitioner. Mr. Vikas Kishore Prasad for the opposite party.
Yes.
तिवारी जी, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Lord, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner in this case. Lord, the I am audible, Lord.
Yes.
Lord, the IA has been filed deleting the name of the petitioner number 2, Javed Ali, who died on 12/12/2020, Lord.
Who is appearing for the opposite party?
Yes, my lord, in item number 12 I am appearing.
Any objection to the prayer for substitution of petitioner number 2?
Pardon, my lord?
Any objection to the prayer for substitution of opposite the petitioner?
No, my lord. I have no objection. That is formal.
Third learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Amit Tiwari, Kumar Tiwari, and learned counsel for the state, Mr. Rakesh Shahi.
Yes, my lord.
On the prayer for substitution of deceased petitioner number 2, of petitioner number 2, who made through IA number 491 of 2022. Stop. Petitioner number 2 has died on 12 December 2020 during pendency of this petition. Stop. The applicant, Wakalatnama has been filed, Mr. Tiwari.
Lord, see, later on, my lord, we have obtained the Wakalatnama, my lord, because I have to file it, my lord.
So it has been filed by whom?
It has been filed by another petitioner, my lord. There are so many petitioners, my lord, in this case. It is filed by Badruddin Ansari.
Petitioner number 11.
Yes, my lord.
Baidullah Ansari. Petitioner number 11 has filed this application for substitution of the legal heirs of the deceased petitioner number named at paragraph 3, who are the widow, 2 sons and 2 daughters of Javed Ali alias Javed Ali Ansari, deceased petitioner number 2. Counsel for the petitioner submits that Wakalatnama on behalf of these legal heirs have also been received, and they will be filing it by tomorrow.
Within a week, my lord. Within a week.
Within a week. Stop. There is no objection to the prayer for substitution on behalf by the learned counsel for state. Accordingly, prayer for substitution of petitioner number 2 by his legal heirs named at para 3 is allowed. Let their names be substituted in place of deceased petitioner number 2 at the relevant places in the area of parties and at the relevant places by learned counsel by the registry. Stop. Only upon filing of Wakalatnama on behalf of the legal heirs within a week, as undertaken by the petitioner. The matter be listed on 4th March 2022. IA stands disposed of.
Item 13, contempt civil. 1084 of 2013, Mr. Arvind Kumar Jha for the petitioner, Mr. Bijbihari Sinha, Mr. Ramnivas Rai for the opposite party.
Your Lordship, in this case, I am appearing on behalf of the state, Your Lordship.
Yes.
White supplementary so cause dated 4/1/2022. We have complied the order of the writ courts, Your Lordship. But today it is listed because for the part of the interest part that has also been complied, Your Lordship. As soon as we got the allotment, Your Lordship, we will pay it. We have mentioned in our second supplementary show cause, Your Lordship. That is 10/2/2022.
Learned counsel for the state submits on the basis of statements made in the second supplementary show cause filed on 14 February 2022, Paragraph
Your Lordship, paragraph number 12.
by the opposite party, District Education Officer Saraikela Kharsawa,
11 and 12 is relevant.
at para 11 and 12 that the Secretary of the School Literacy and Education Department, Jharkhand, has issued a letter to the Accountant General, Jharkhand, for sanctioning the amount of interest of rupees 6,94,508 by letter number 149 dated 25th January 2022, pursuant to the order of the Honorable Supreme Court, Annexure B. Stop. As soon as the allotment of fund is received from the Finance Department, the petitioner shall be paid interest amount of rupees 6,94,508 to Treasury Saraikela in his bank account as provided by him. In view of the categorical statement made in the second supplementary show cause by the opposite party, the contempt petition is disposed of. The proceedings have now.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Item number 14. Contempt Civil 357 of 2014. Mr. Sri Krishna Pandey for the petitioner. Mr. Sanjay Piparwal for the vote.
Lordship,
Who is appearing?
the order has been partly complied, my lord.
Who has to comply? State has to comply, or university? Mr. Rakesh Kumar Sahi, you are also appearing in this matter for the state.
I am appearing for the state, Your Lordship. Serial number 14.
You are
Rashmi Lal, AC2, Senior AC3, Your Lordship.
So, what about the compliance?
Your Lordship, show was filed on 12/4/2017. Para 11 to 13 are relevant, Your Lordship. Para 11, may I read, Your Lordship?
12 to was filed on
Show
17th
was filed.
April.
Yes, Your Lordship, 12/4/2017.
So, you have
Page
asked
number?
the university to send the arrear claim.
Yes, Your Lordship. Para 13.
University.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of University, Your Lordship.
Which university involved?
Kolhan University, Your Lordship.
Okay. So, your compliance?
My lord, I will take instruction, Your Lordship.
Mr.
In fact, Your Lordship, file is very old and my file is also misplaced, Your Lordship. I would request Mr. Pandey to provide copy of the contempt application.
Mr. Sanjay Piparwal appears for the opposite party number 3.
My lord.
And seeks 3 weeks time.
4 सप्ताह कर दीजिए हुजूर, कहा कि हमको फाइल भी कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है, साथ ही इनसे पांडे जी से
आप you will take 4 weeks time, then the state will take another time to supply the allotments, so you need less time.
Subject to Your Lordship's pleasure. Subject to Your Lordship's pleasure.
No, this is not a matter of pleasure. These are contempt proceedings, na? And
My
this
lord,
is the order of 2013.
My lord.
Since it has been taken up after 2016,
It was placed before the Lok Adalat and he did not appear, Your Lordship, in the Lok Adalat.
So it was taken up last in April 2017 by the
My lord. Thereafter, it was placed before Lok Adalat.
It takes 3 weeks time.
My lord.
Your Lordship, state is waiting for only verification report, Your Lordship.
Yes, we understand that. 3 weeks time to take instruction in the matter in view of the categorical statement made by the opposite party number 1 and 2 at para 12 of their show cause filed on 17th April 2017. However, no further claim would be granted to the universities since the order under offence is of 6 May 2013. The patent petition is pending since 2014. Stop. Upon service of necessary information to the state within this period, the concerned opposite parties of the state should do the needful to ensure compliance of the order at their end within 2 weeks thereafter. Matter will be listed on 1st of April 2022.
My lord, oblige your lord, oblige.
सीरियल 13 सीरियल 13 इससे एक केस पहले में अरविंद झा की चाची मर गई है सुबह 4 बजे भोर में, इसलिए उसको 2 सप्ताह बाद
नहीं, वो डिस्पोजल हो गया, वो उसमें रिकॉर्ड कर दिए हैं उनका अंडरटेकिंग, तो सैंक्शन ऑर्डर हो गया है, उनको इन्फॉर्म कर दीजिएगा, उस ऑर्डर में भी रिकॉर्ड कर दीजिएगा।
Item 50, contempt civil 655 of 2018, Mr. Thomas Khan for the petitioner, Mr. Blue Singh, Mr. Krishna Singh for the petitioner.
Your Worship, I pay behalf of the petitioner, Your Lordship. Your Worship, on 26 February 2021, opposite party has assured that they will comply for the order passed at WPS 5988/2007. 1 year has passed, Your Lordship. Still date the order has not been complied.
The matter was taken up on 21st December 21, and thereafter they
on 26 February also it was taken. 26 February 2021 also taken before the Honorable Mr. Justice S.C. Mishra, where they have assured that they will comply the order.
That is what the court is also saying, that even thereafter they have taken time.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And there is a show cause file. Let us see what they have done. That is filed on 13 January 2022 by opposite party number 2.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Who appears for the state? From the show cause filed by the opposite party number 2 on 13th January 2022, it appears that the District Education Establishment Committee has taken a decision to grant notional promotion in grade 4 by memo number 1298 and subsequently memo number 1298 dated 18th October 2021 has been issued for payment. So the service book of the petitioner has been sent to District Accounts Officer Saraipura Kharsawa for verification. So after verification of the scale, the amount will be paid to the petitioner. Stop. To show complete compliance, full compliance of the order, 3 weeks more time is allowed to Learned Counsel for the state to file and stop. Let show cause be filed to that effect by 11th March 2000 by 15th March 2022. Matter will be listed on 25th March 2022.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
You inform the State Council.
Okay, Your Lordship.
Item 60,
Thank you, Your Lordship.
Civil 878 of 2018, Mr. Sudhanshu Sekhar Chaudhary for the petitioner, Mr. Sachin Kumar, Mr. Mitresh Kumar Singh for the petitioner.
My lord, in this case, I appear on behalf of the university. My lord, in this case, I appear.
If one council is making submissions, please hold on. Yes, Mr. Mitlesh.
My lord, in this case, pursuant to my lord's last order dated 3rd of December 2021, my lord, certain payments have been made, my lord. We had, and my lord, after the pay fixation by the state, my lord, in the scale of the professor, my lord, these calculations were made right from 1986, my lord. For the period from 1986 to 31st January 1996, it was calculated to be 2,67,647, my lord. We had sent these. We had asked the treasury to release that amount, but the treasury has returned with certain objections. Now we are trying to meet those objections, and for the period from uh, 1996 till January 2022, we have paid a sum of rupees 10,24,380 to the petitioner. That has been paid. So I pray for some more time to bring on record the payments that has been made to the petitioner.
And Counsel for the University, Mr. Mithilesh, submits that considerable payments have been made to the petitioner, but on account of some objection by the Treasury, the remaining payments are being processed. Stop. Upon meeting those objections, due admissible dues will be paid to the petitioner within a short time. As such, let the matter appear on 11th March 2022 to compliance.
Obliged.
Your Lordship, I am for the state, Your Lordship, in this case.
Send your appearance.
Item 70, Item Civil 342 of 2019, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Mr. Chandra Pradhan, Mr. Rahul Sabu for the opposition.
My Lord,
Yes,
may I?
in spite of previous order, my lords, up till now the matter is not yet raised.
My Lord, may I submit, my Lord?
Yes.
My Lord, pursuant to my Lord's order, my Lord, on 17/12/2021, my Lord. So, my Lord, we had, my Lord, pursued the matter before the Honorable Division Bench. Now, my Lord, thereafter, my Lord, the whole month, my Lord, January, my Lord, the court was functioning in a very limited mode. Only the urgent matters were being taken up, my Lord. Now, again, my Lord, we are pursuing before the Honorable Division Bench. My Lord, I am praying, my Lord, that this may be the, my Lords, the only and the last indulgence, my Lord. My Lords, and thereafter, my Lords, I will not pray for my Lord's further time, my Lord. 4 weeks' time, my Lord, will be granted, my Lord.
Release the case on 25th March 2022.
My Lord.
For compliance.
Yes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. Oblige, my Lord.
Stop.
Oblige.
Mr. Rahul Sabu, learned standing counsel number 1, submits that due to restricted functioning of the court in the last month, the LPA number so and so could not be taken up. So, however,
My Lord, LP is 550.
Seriously pursuing the matter.
Oblige, my Lord. Grateful, my Lord. Grateful, my Lord.
Item 80, Contempt Civil 397 of 2019, along with item number 90, Mr. Sadabaru for the petitioner, Mr. Nipun Bakshi for the opposition.
Lordship, I am appearing behalf of the petitioner in the case contempt case number 397 of 2019, serial 18.
Who appears for the state in these matters?
I am appearing, Lordship. Order has been complied, Lordship.
Lordship,
the services have been regularized, Lordship.
Lordship, my submission is that this respondent state did not comply the true speech of the Honorable Court.
It has been regularized as per the Jharkhand regulation policy, Lordship, 2015. Lordship, annexed counter affidavit filed on 30/11/2021, Lordship. 30/11/2021, counter affidavit, annexure A, Lordship, page 15, Lordship. Ram Vinay Sharma, Umesh Paswan, Sumitra Devi. Petition in the second contempt, Lordship.
So, which is your show cause? Last show cause?
Yes, 30/11/2021, Lordship. Last show.
30/11. There is a show cause of 4th December 21 by opposite party number 2 to 6.
Maybe registered after 30/11.
Ram Vinay Sharma, Umesh Paswan, petitioner first contempt and serial number 4, Srimati Sumitra Devi, Lord.
Yes, Mr. Devesh Krishna.
Yes, Lordship.
Which paragraph of this SOPAS?
Lordship, our last SOPAS, Lordship, have you seen?
Yes, this is issued on in December 2021.
Yes, Lordship.
This is by OP number 226.
Yes, Lordship.
So, make your submissions, what you have to say about compliance.
Yes, Lordship. As per the Jharkhand Regulation Policy 2015, their services have been regularized. And there is no scheme in regulation policy to give retrospective effect to regulation, Lordship. So no irregularity has been committed, Lordship, and there is decision of the Honorable Apex Court also in this regard, Lordship. Lordship may allow me only to read only one line. 2021 SCC online Supreme Court, page 899. As per the settled proposition of law, the regulation can be only as per the regulation policy declared by the state government, and nobody can claim the regulation as a matter of right defaults the regulation policy, Lordship. So no illegality has been committed. And
In all these 4 petitions, the concerned petitioners.
1 and 2 already retired, Lordship.
Huh?
1 and 4 already retired. Lordship may see my lord's last order, Lordship. Order dated and end of submitting.
No, you are addressing the court in item number 18 or item 18 to 22.
18, 19, both with the same Lordship, same direction was there.
So the court wants to know that regularization of how many of these petitioners have been done.
3 petitioners.
Who are they?
Yes, Lordship. Umesh Paswan,
Umesh Paswan, yes.
Ram Vinay Sharma,
Ram Dinesh Sharma,
and Lordship Sumitra Devi, second.
Sumitra Devi.
Lordship,
And
order is
others have retired.
18/16/2021 may be seen, Lordship. 18th June order may be seen. 18th June order of the Lordship.
So others have superannuated before that date.
Yes, superannuated. My lord's order is also there, Lordship. 18th June, Lordship. Here, if Lordship may allow me to read.
Yes, please read.
Learned Counsel for the State submits on instruction that out of 4 petitioners in content CB 397 on 19, a recommendation has been made by the Committee for Regulation of Petition number 3. Petition number 1 and 4 have superannuated, and as such, their cases could not be considered. In second contempt 271 of 19, also a recommendation has been made by the Committee for Regulation of Petitioner. However, due to the lockdown during the second wave of COVID-19, matter could not be placed before the Cabinet. It seeks an adjournment, the Lordship had started with time, and thereafter this decision has been taken, they have service and regularized.
So, second petitioner Sumitra Devi has also been regularized.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But there are four petitions now. 578.
1 and 4 already retired, Lord. 1 and 4 already retired. Only 2 and 3 are still working, so they have been regularized, and they have been second case.
नहीं मिस्टर कृष्णा आप जो है ना वो 1 and 4 बोल रहे हैं आइटम 18 का कोर्ट आपसे
18 का बोल रहे हैं उसमें 2 और 3 रेगुलाइज हो गया है लॉर्ड 2 और 3 राम विनय शर्मा और उमेश पासवान
वो हम समझ गए हैं आपसे हम बार-बार यही पूछ रहे हैं कि वो आइटम 21 22 में आप ही हैं या कोई और है
हम उसमें नहीं है
उसमें हुजूर हम हैं 20 21 22
Oh, अच्छा, that's a
separate matter, that was with respect to replacement scheme.
So then the order has been complied in both the matters.
Sir, in those 3 matters,
no, not yours, Mukesh.
Oh, Mallards, may I say, in second case, serial number 19, Mallards.
Yes.
This was the para number 9 of the SOCOs. In which it has been stated that the PRAN number has been sent to district treasury, but till date payment has not been. Payment shall be released soon. So, whether they have made payment or not.
That's it.
Because on the last date, Mallard's query was whether they have made payment or not.
I have answered that question, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Krishna,
yes, Lord. So all the after the regulation of service, all the subsequent details have to be sent to the treasury. Now, Sumitra Devi furnished all the details which have been sent to the treasury. The payment will be released to her, Lordship. There is no question of stopping her payment, Lordship. There is no question of stopping
reference may be made to the order dated 18th June 2021. Stop. Thereafter,
May I
by way
submit
of
also?
supplementary show cause filed by the opposite party on 3rd December 2021, it has been stated that petitioner Sumitra Devi has also been regularized. To petitioner number 1 and 4 in contempt civil
397 of 19.
397 of
19 have superannuated, while petition number 2 and 3 so and so have also been regularized.
Lordship, may I submit, Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, in fact, in the case, contempt case number 397 of the 219, all four petitioners were appointed, temporarily appointment in the 1984, and thereafter, in 1994, after serving the 10-year service, Central Justice Bhagalpur has regularized all the petitioners. But thereafter, due to some technical issues, AG Prison Bihar have not confirmed. And in the case of the CWJC number 16376 of 2011, dated 18/5/2012, have quashed that AG Prison's order and directed to regularize all petitions since the 1994, and that judgment has also produced before the selection committee in the Jharkhand state, but they have not considered that judgment, and they have not considered. And the situation is now they are Rangruj Takchpal. After serving 30 years service, and after the after the confirming their service, now again appointing as a new constable. That is the main issue, Lordship.
He is paying for compliance of the Patna High Court in the instant contempt petition, when he was also not party in that writ, Lordship. What they have annexed that can be seen, Lordship. These petitioners also filed a writ petition before the Patna High Court, but they never pursued the same.
In the writ
We have annexed
petition
all those
WPS 5074 of 2009, in the pleading there is a available that petitioners were appointed in the 1984, and after serving 10 years of service in the 1994, Bhagalpur Central Jail Superintendent has regularized the service. एंड लॉर्डशिप्स ये है कि वो सारा कुछ है, उनके सर्विस बुक बना हुआ है, उनके जीपीएफ कट रहा है, सारा कुछ उनको बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, परमानेंट एम्प्लॉय जैसा सब कुछ हो रहा है. अब एक नया तरीके से आ गया है, ये परमानेंट कर दिया गया है कि इसी डेट से कि मेरा पूरा सर्विस और मेरा पूरा करियर खत्म हो गया. अब ये यहाँ पर मेरे सामने आया कि हम बिल्कुल नए सिपाही हो गए हैं, और उस ऑर्डर को वैसे भी ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के द्वारा, ऑनरेबल पटना हाई कोर्ट के एलपीए कोर्ट के द्वारा लॉर्डशिप उसको अफर्म किया गया है. वो आया भी था झारखंड हाई कोर्ट में, झारखंड के पास, लेकिन वो इसको माने नहीं है. और लॉर्डशिप को देखा जाए तो हमारा जो WPS 507 ऑफ 2009 है, वो ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के शिव नारायण सिंह नागर एंड अदर्स झारखंड के लाइट में है, जिसमें ये भी कहा गया है कि इस केस में जो पिटिशनर थे वो 2002 में उनको किया गया था कंफर्म, उनको फिर निकाल दिया गया, और ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के द्वारा 2002 से ही उस चीज को माना गया है, उसी कलेक्ट में ये जजमेंट पास हुआ है. बट इसको नहीं गया इस स्टेट के द्वारा, और मेरा पूरा सर्विस खत्म हो गया. हमारे यहाँ के हमको कोई बेनिफिट ही नहीं मिल रहा, फिर उनको नया सिपाही बना दिए गए. हम अब 1 साल के रिटायर करने वाले बचे हुए हैं, 2 लोग रिटायर कर भी गए, ऐसा ही चलता रहेगा. लोग इन द वेलफेयर स्टेट इस तरह करें ये लोग तो गलत बात है. मेरा प्रेयर यही है.
All new facts is bringing in contempt, Lordship. He should have raised this contention in the
new fact is already come in the
he also filed it to the Patna High Court. It was simply disposed.
I am discussing
he again
about the WPS number 507 of 2009, Noel Shah and State of Jharkhand. In the pleading there is available. Honorable Court,
what is the date of superannuation of petitioner number 1 and 2 and 1 and 4, Mr. Krishna?
Yes, Lordship. One retired on 31/1/2019, and second retired lordship on Umesh
30/9/2016. I'm
during the
saying
pendency
Lordship,
of the receipt only.
Murari Lal Saha was appointed in the year of 5/12/1984, and after 10 years of service, they regularized and retired on 31/1/2019 from the Devghar jail. Or petition number 4, Janardhan Prasad was appointed in the appointment on 12/2/1984 and retired on 30/9/2016 from District Jail Jamtara.
4 is superintendent during the pendency of writ itself, lordship. In 2016 itself, lordship.
4 superannuated on 30th September 2016 that the learned writ court has also taken note of.
Yes, lordship.
But after passing of the order by the writ court on 18th June 2018 and time limit given 3 months to comply the order, the petitioner number 1 has superannuated on 31st January 2019.
19 lordship.
So if you have delayed the consideration at your end, why should you make Murari Lal Sah petitioner number 1 to suffer for that? After the determination of the court, I hope you understand the purport of the order. The writ court gave you 3 months time from 18th June 2018. And after 6 months, this person has retired. You have considered the cases after 1 year, 2 year delay and regularized. Why should petitioner number 1 suffer?
This is because, lordship, the Jharkhand revised was further notified as per the decision of the Supreme Court.
On which date?
In Jitendra Tiwari, lordship, in 2019, lordship, in 2019, I'm just giving a date, lordship. I'm just giving the date. And whatever delay has taken place was due to the state of Bihar, lordship, because they were not sending any details of these petitioners. Delay has not been on the part of the Jharkhand, lordship. We have annexed all the letters, lordship, showing that never any details were given by the state of Bihar.
What is the date on which the regularization scheme was revised by the state?
Yes, lord. I'm just giving, lordship.
That's the cutoff date.
26 2019, lord. 26 2019.
2019.
Yes, lordship.
Okay.
Narendra Kumar Tiwari case, lordship.
In that case, Mr. Counsel, the regularization by the state of Jharkhand has been done only after the order of the Supreme Court, where the cutoff date was shifted from 1st April 2006, that was earlier because of Uma Devi's judgment, to 2019. So the regularization scheme would take into account cases of those persons working for 10 years or more without any interim protection from any court, who have not superannuated on the cutoff date of the notification, that is 18th June 2019 or something.
Yes, Lord. This is the modification.
That is how your client petitioner number 1 has suffered, and petitioner number 2 has obviously retired during pendency of the
4, Lord. 4.
4. So in contempt, this court cannot do anything beyond it. If you want to agitate it for petitioner number 1 and 2, you will have to separately pursue it in an appropriate proceeding. कहाँ तक लिख रहे थे बोलिए?
अच्छी तब लिबर्टी दे दिया जाए कि दोबारा कोर्ट में फिर जा पाए.
ठीक ठीक.
Petitioner number 1 and 4 in contempt 397/2019 have superannuated, while petitioner number 2 and 3 have also been regularized.
Then counsel for the state submits that therefore cases of the eligible petitioners who were working on the date of the notification. क्या date है, Mr. Krishna?
June 2019 Lordship.
डेट बताइए डेट
20/6/2019
20/6/2019 Lordship.
20th June 2019 have been considered for regularization. Stop. Petitioner number 1 had superannuated on 19th January 2019 after passing of order the report, but before the notification of before the regularization scheme notified on 20th June 2019, under which consideration could be made. Stop. Petitioner number 4 had already superannuated, retired on 30th September 2016 during pendency of the writ petition, which the learned writ court has also taken note of. Stop. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that liberty may be granted for petitioner number 1 and 4 to pursue their grievances in an appropriate proceeding. Stop. They may do so. However, on consideration of the show cause and submission of the parties, the order under contempt stands complied with. The petition submitted.
Lordship, I want a liberty on the case number 2 and 3, Lordship.
2 and 3 का
हाँ ये 1994 से हम रेगुलाइज हो चुके हैं, मेरा ऑर्डर भी हो चुका है.
नहीं, that this court will not allow in contempt jurisdiction to reopen a finding by a writ court.
लॉर्डशिप मुझे परमिशन दे दिया कि हम इस चीज के लिए फिर से रिट कोर्ट में जा पाएं.
नो वो सब सुनने के बाद वो कोर्ट ने आपको रेगुलराइज करने का ऑर्डर किया है, कंसीडर देयर केसेस, इसलिए वो पुराना इतिहास द कंटेम्प्ट कोर्ट कैन नॉट ओपन.
In the Shiv Narayan Singh Lordship, in the light of Shiv Narayan Singh judgment.
All that
94 से हम हो चुके हैं, मतलब मेरे बिहार के जितने भी पक्षपाल थे सब 94 से हो गए हैं. यहाँ पे हमको नहीं किया जा रहा है.
क्या नाम है इनका?
राकेश कुमार.
मिस्टर राकेश कुमार, थोड़ी पढ़ाई करिए जा करके. कोई भी आर्गुमेंट कोर्ट में नहीं किया जाता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब आपको ये मिल गया है परमिशन तो आप लॉ के खिलाफ कुछ भी बोलते चले जाइए.
नहीं लॉर्डशिप, सॉरी लॉर्डशिप,
जुरिस्डिक्शन में आपको समझना चाहिए कि कंटेम्प्ट जुरिस्डिक्शन में कंटेम्प्ट के ऑर्डर के बियॉन्ड नहीं जा सकता. आपने वहां आर्ग्यू किया 94 का ऑर्डर जो भी है, पटना हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर, उसके बाद सब सुनने के बाद रिट कोर्ट ने एक ऑर्डर दिया कि इनके केसेस को कंसीडर करिए रेगुलराइजेशन की. अब आप चाह रहे हैं कि
उस टाइम में पटना हाई कोर्ट के ऑर्डर को नहीं लाया गया था लॉर्डशिप.
तो आपकी गलती है ना, आप उसके खिलाफ एलपीए में जाए.
रिस्पोंडेंट स्टेट के द्वारा लाया गया कि वो रिक्वेस्ट हुआ, बट ये नहीं लाया गया कि ऑलरेडी ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट द्वारा अफर्म कर दिया गया है, मतलब कि रिक्वेस्ट करके रेगुलेशन का आदेश कर दिया गया.
नहीं समझ रहे हैं जरा.
लॉर्डशिप, आई एम सॉरी लॉर्डशिप, बट द फैक्ट इज दैट.
फैक्ट से क्या होगा? आप अग्रीव्ड थे तो आपको एलपीए में जाना चाहिए था. You are unnecessarily wasting the court's time. लॉ में पहले क्लियर रहिए कि आपको परमिसिबल है क्लेम करने के लिए.
My lord, one line may be added, my lord. If salary is not
learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Rajesh Kumar submits by reference to the previous order dated so and so that this court had asked the state council to ascertain whether admissible salary of the petitioner Sumitra Devi is being paid or not now that she has been regularized. Then counsel for the state, Mr. Devesh Krishna submits that the matter is before the treasury officer and after due plans admissible salary, if not already paid, shall be paid in a short keep.
Lordship,
चलिए अब नेक्स्ट केस कॉल करिए.
Item 20, Contempt Civil 407 of 2019, along with item number 21 and 22. Mr. Anuj Burman for the this matter.
My lord, I am appearing in this case, my lord.
The three cases are similar, my lord.
Yes.
And having passed, this is with respect to grant of replacement scale with arrears. In the light of order having passed by this court in the case of Prashant Misra, confirmed by my lord division bench and also by the Honorable Supreme Court, I have brought on record through affidavit all the three orders, my lord, as per my lord's direction. Now, so far the status regarding the compliance part is concerned, my lord. The additional chief secretary in the department, my lord, after getting information about the order of the Honorable Supreme Court, asked all the concerned university to make a verification and scrutinize the service record of all such similarly situated persons who are claiming to be similar to that of Prashant Mishra. Now, today morning they have informed that they have received and forwarded the entire file to the finance department. Therefore, they have just asked me for a time, my lord, to make a request for time, my lord, if it could be posted for 25th. My lord, I am quite hopeful and confident that this will comply, my lord.
25th February.
25 मार्च के लिए हो जो
तो आप पहले आइए फाइल करिए explaining all the steps that what you have done.
जी जी.
Next Friday, before next Friday, you file an IA, whatever they give you instruction, they should have brought it on record through an IA or a supplementary show cause.
जी. तो 25 के लिए
will not be adjourned. This scrutiny of service records and verification from universities, this submission was recorded in the order of 10th.
वो हो गया और चूंकि आपका बहुत ही सब्सटेंशियल बजट है इसलिए उसमें एडिशनल प्रोविजन के लिए कैबिनेट में जाना है बट हम स्टेटस दे देते हैं जो इसको 25
My lord, on the last occasion they has told us they are going to ask for the money in the supplementary budget, my lord. Supplementary budget is also passed, my lord, but yet not a penny has been given, my lord.
That has to be rooted after.
Sinha has obtained some instructions about the progress made, the disbursement of the admissible salary to the eligible persons / petitioners. He shall bring it on record by way of an affidavit or IA, show cause or IA before the next date. Matter will be listed on next Friday.
25th. Grateful.
Lord, in all these cases, I appear on behalf of the university.
Mr. Nikhilesh Kumar Sinha for the university.
Okay.
Next.
Item 23, contempt 749 of 2019, Mr. Chandrajit Mukherjee for the petitioner. Mr. Rahul Samu.
This file has been transferred to my office, Lordship, in this week only, since I am the advocate in civil review, Lordship. I pray that this matter will be heard along with civil review in the next week, Lordship.
Civil review, this court cannot hear, no? Because
content of the same justice is heard by my lord. Content of the same justice is heard by my lord.
Your Lordship, same application was filed, affidavit was filed by the state on earlier occasion as well, Your Lordship, that civil review is pending and that has become DFD and that has been restored on 19/3/21, Your Lordship. And thereafter, till date, nothing has been done. And how come this matter will be, a contempt matter will be heard with civil review?
Mentioned because it could not have been listed, so there is no roster of the Honorable Justice who has passed the order, Lordship. So I pray that my lord may tag this matter with the civil review and it may be heard in the next week, Lordship.
And Your Lordship, the order is of 6/7/2018.
Since I am the advocate civil review, I have myself sent a mention slip, Lordship, but it has not been listed. Since there is no roster of the Honorable Justice, Lordship. Since my lord is hearing the content, my lord may also hear the civil review, Lordship. I pray this. We have also filed IA, Lordship, for extension of time.
Civil review will not lie before this bench. तिवारी जी वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या लिखा हुआ है?
For civil review, there is no.
Mr. Krishna, please stop.
Yes, Lordship, for civil review, Lordship, with regard to the.
अरे भाई, Mr. Krishna, please wait. I am asking the court master something.
Sorry, Lord.
Lordship, listing of CMP and civil review cases shall be made in the other court of the respective honorable judges, against whose judgment / order has been passed in the court of honorable judges is not available due to superannuation and transfer, etc. Then in that case, such cases will be listed in the court having the regular roster of the category in which the original order was passed.
समझ गए, Mr. Krishna?
Then I'll mention the read court, Lordship.
So don't delay the matter. Your opposite party was supposed to.
I have IA also, Lord, for extension of time.
No further extension. Placed the case on 11th March 2022, by which date the order should be complied with or the concerned opposite party should appear in person.
So last indulgence होली के बाद दे दिया जाए lordship.
Your Lordship, last indulgence was given on 8/1/2021.
Time for extension, lordship.
That I understand. Only because of the last month's COVID situation, therefore, court is giving some more indulgence to them. 11th March.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
25th kindly, lordship.
On grounds of civil review, no further time. 3 weeks time we have to give to you.
Item 24, contempt 856 of 2019, Mr. Saurav Sekhar for the petitioner, Mr. Devesh Krishna for the opposition party.
In this case, we
Your
have
Lordship,
filed
appearing in item number 24 on behalf of the petitioner.
So cause filed.
Lordship, we have filed IA, lordship, for extension of time, lordship. Due to COVID, lordship, matter could not be listed, lordship. Lordship, our grounds may kindly be seen, lordship. Paragraph 9 onwards may kindly be seen, lordship.
LPA is pending before the bench in which I am also there, or another bench?
Another bench, lordship. Another bench. It is of 2019, lordship.
IA number 946 of 2022 has been preferred by opposite party number 3, seeking extension of time for compliance of the order, as the parties could not take steps. As LPA number 122 of 2019 could not be taken up due to the COVID situation in the past few months. Stop. As spread for time, 4 weeks time is allowed. Let the matter be listed on 25th March 2022 to show compliance or obtain an interim order in the pending LPA. IA stands disposed.
Item 25, contempt civil.
Lordship, Lordship, may I, Lordship, pray, Lordship. One item, Lordship, item number 13 in that, Lordship.
The order has
Lordship,
been
I'm
passed.
extending this.
No. If you want
Lordship,
your
I have only, Lordship, my humble submission, Lordship, that the interest has been calculated wrongly, Lordship. It should be from the date of, Lordship, the single judge passed the order. So, Lordship, they have paid the interest from the date of disposal of Supreme Court's case, Lordship.
Court will give you liberty. Court will give you liberty. In the order, let one sentence be added. In case the petitioner has any dispute about the computation of interest, he may approach the competent authority by way of a representation, which shall be considered in accordance with law.
Lordship, and our appearance, Lordship. Lordship.
Subhaja.
Obliged.
Item 25, contempt civil 1185 of 2019, Ms. Neha Bhardwaj for the petitioner, Mr. Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh for the opposition party.
May I please, I appear for the petition, because the order is dated 29/1/2019 at page 20. 3 years have elapsed. And every time when the matter is taken up, they say we are going to comply. No appeal, etc. was preferred by them. And it is as simple as a case, the PSD increments were used to be granted to these petitioners right from 5th pay and 6th pay. That was stopped. We came to this honorable court, that order was set aside. Now that is required to be restored, and they say that we are taking steps, calling from the university, then before cabinet we are going. They are just lingering the matter, and that took for last 3 years. They take the order of the court very lightly, humbly I submit this. 3 years they take to comply with this simple order.
Who is for the state?
My lords, I am appearing for the state, my lords. My lords, attempts are being made for compliance of the order. My lords, it's not a case of willful and deliberate attempt not to fulfill, not to obey the orders, my lords. My lords, as per my instructions, my lords, the matter is pending before the cabinet, my lords. and because of the COVID situation, it could not be taken up, my lords. And my lords, in another matter, my lords, contempt civil 1149 of 2019, my lords, arising out of the same order of the writ court, my lords. Today, the Deputy Director Higher Education was before the coordinate bench of this honorable court, my lords, and he has assured the court that within 4 weeks, my lords, the order will be complied with, my lords. I was appearing in that matter also, my lords, before the coordinate bench, and my lords, 4 weeks time. My lords, huge financial implications are involved, my lords. That's why the cabinet approval is necessary, my lords, and due to the procedural delay, my lords, it is taking time. It is not a case that they are sitting tight over it or something like that, my lords.
They are directing the state's resources to some new schemes, some new announcements, and not honoring the admissible dues and the orders of the court to ensure that the admissible dues are being paid. Do we need to say something more on that? Just check out in the last 3 months how many schemes have been launched. How much respect is the state giving to the court's order that is obvious from all these contempt petitions which have been taken? We are indulgent because of the COVID situation which has been operating for the last 2 years. It appears from the show cause of opposite party number 4 and 5 filed on 24th December 21 after the previous order dated 20th December 2021 that the Nilambar Pitambar University, Palamu has, by memo dated 15 February 2018, sent the estimated grant required for payment of PhD infill increment to the Department of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Jharkhand. Reminder was again sent on 18 December 2021. The list of teachers includes the teachers who have retired either in 21 or 2000 or earlier. Opposite party number 4 and 5 have stated that no delay in compliance of the order is there on their part. On 20th December 2021, on the request of the Learned Council for opposite party number 2 and 3, further 3 weeks' time was allowed to them to seek instruction and file supplementary show cause, indicating whether such proposal has been approved by the cabinet and allocation has been provided to the university for extending the incentive under UGC guidelines. No further show cause has been filed on behalf of the opposite party number 2 and 3. This is how the opposite party number 2 and 3 are treating the court's order. Today, learned AAG 1, which is Darshana Pradar Mishra, has prayed for further 4 weeks' time, citing the instance of another contempt case pending before a coordinate bench of this court on similar issue. The least to say, the court is not showing, the department is not showing, the concerned opposite parties are not showing enough regard to the court's order. The court has been indulgent on account of COVID situation in the last 2 years, but they seem to take the position lightly. As such, with restraint, further 4 weeks' time is allowed to them to show compliance, failing which the court may have to take coercive steps. This is the case on 25th March 2022.
My appearance may be noted, Lordship.
Send your appearance.
Obliged, Lord. Deeply obliged.
Much obliged.
Item 26, transfer petition civil 24 of 2020. Mr. Sabisthachi for the petitioner, Mr. Ramesh Kumar Das for the opposition. May I please?
Lordship, instant application has been filed for the transfer of original suit number 269 of 2020, Your Lordship. Earlier, Your Lordship, this matter was sent for Jhalsa, Your Lordship, regarding the mediation. Both parties participated in, Your Lordship, but mediation has not been successful, Your Lordship.
Other side is appearing.
Yes, Your Lordship, I am aware.
This is a request for transfer from Dhanbad to Ranchi.
Ranchi, Your Lordship.
Lordship.
Moved under section 12.
Your Lordship.
Yes,
I
sir.
have already filed, Your Lordship, suit before Ranchi jurisdiction, Ranchi Family Court, Your Lordship, regarding the section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act, Your Lordship, regarding the restitution of conjugal rights, Your Lordship, which is pending. That is annexure 2, Your Lordship, page number 31. As well as another complaint case has been filed before Ranchi jurisdiction, Your Lordship, under section 498 and other provisions. That is annexure 3, Your Lordship. And opposite party he has filed for the nullity of the marriage, Your Lordship, under section 12 of the Hindu Marriage Act before the Dhanbad, Your Lordship.
Yes, Mrs. Shalini, what is your
Your Lordship, my reason I have stated in paragraph 12, Your Lordship. May I read that? That in reply to the statement made in paragraph 11 and 12 of the transfer petition, it is stated that the petitioner has failed to show any cogent reason for which he is seeking transfer to the instant case at Ranchi. As a matter of fact, the petitioner is the resident of village Bhendra, Thana Nawadi, which presently falls in the district of Bokaro, which is barely 20 to 25 kilometers away from Dhanbad. The petitioner has persuaded her education from village Bhendra, which is the present address of residence of the petitioner. She is not staying at Ranchi, Your Lordship, she stays there. By suppressing these facts, the petitioner has sought transfer.
Have you replied to this statement?
No, Lordship, no reply to the same has been filed.
Mr. Sabyasachi?
No, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, marriage has took place in Ranchi itself, Your Lordship. She resides in Hehal, Sukhdevnagar, Your Lordship.
You have denied this statement at para 12 by any reply.
Oh, no, 1 week time may be granted, Your Lordship. I will file by reply.
17/11 को फाइल किया था लॉर्डशिप. We had filed our.
उसके बाद Your Lordship mediation में चला गया था, इसलिए नहीं reply फाइल की.
You show proof of your address.
Your Lordship.
Present address.
Your Lordship. I will file reply, Your Lordship. I will show, Your Lordship.
Next Friday?
Your Lordship. Much obliged.
Matter is passed over for the day on the request of learned counsel for the petitioner to file reply to the counter affidavit.
Much obliged.
Contempt Civil 98 of 2020, Mr. P.K. Mukhopadhyay for the petitioner, Mr. Manish Kumar, Mr. Sunil Kumar for the opposition.
But in this case, not so much has been filed, stating that rupees 20 lakhs and odds have been paid by way of CMP and also about the payment paid in amount. But no calculation chart has been given. But if calculation chart is given, my client would know how the matter, the amount has been calculated. And lots of people kindly appreciate that annexure B they have filed regarding payment of pension. That has not been paid, though amount of 4,17,882 has been assessed. But according to my client, it should be interest has not been assessed. It is pending. It is pending since 2005. The amount has been paid against the dues from 2005 till date.
This is
But
not
no amount by of interest on the pension amount has been assessed or calculated. No calculation chart has been given to in the SOFAs.
You approach them for your computation chart, they will provide.
But this is still pending, Lord. But interest has not been assessed, Lord, on the amount of pension.
There is no order for interest. There is
no
order. There is no order for payment of interest.
No, that is there. But the amount is lying before them since 2005. And now it has been paid to, it is still to be paid. Pension amount.
For the opposite party number 5, Mr. Prashant Kumar Singh has referred to the supplement show cause filed on 16 February 2022 and submitted that Provident Fund dues of rupees 20,69,648 has been paid in the savings account of the petitioner. But he has also been informed. The pension has also been sanctioned in favor of the petitioner under Coal Mines Pension Scheme 1998 by PPO number 114000273. Petitioner has been informed of the same. Therefore, the order has been complied with. Then counsel for the petitioner submits that computation chart of Provident Fund dues admissible amount has not been supplied, nor interest has been computed and allowed on the pension dues pending since long. The opposite party number 5 shall provide the computation chart of the fund claim admitted and on the petitioners approaching the office on any working day within a period of 4 weeks. However, this court doesn't find that any order for grant of there is any order for grant of interest by the writ court on the pension claim. As such submission is without any basis. The intensive
Calculation for pension, that was also given.
पेंशन का भी कैलकुलेशन दे दीजिएगा भाई।
हजूरी अप्रोच करेंगे दे देंगे, लेकिन इनका जो अमाउंट था वो हम लोगों ने दे दिया, जमा भी कर दिया जो एज पर द लास्ट एज पर द ऑर्डर।
वेरी वेल। For the call, you are for CCL, Mr. Mehta.
Lords, I am appearing for BCCL.
BCCL, Mr. Mehta. Mr. P.K. Mukhopadhyay for petitioner.
Item 28, transfer petition civil 12 of 2021, Mr. Vishal Kumar Tiwari for the petition.
So the opposite party has not yet filed any वकालतनामा.
सर फाइल कर दिया है हमने बाकायदा इसके द्वारा पेंडिंग फॉर्म के द्वारा सारा कुछ फाइल कर दिया है। मैंने अपने से खुद से फाइल किया है, 16 तारीख को खुद से फाइल किया है और उसके पहले मैंने किसी मित्र के द्वारा किया था, लेकिन मुझे कुछ प्रोसेस की जानकारी हुई कि पेंडिंग फॉर्म के द्वारा ही जमा किया जा सकता है, तो मैं स्वयं जा करके 16 फरवरी को मैंने जमा किया है। अगर आपको आज तक नहीं मिला तो मे भी आजकल में मिल जाएगा, मेरे पास है उसकी फोटोकॉपी। अगर आप चाहे तो मैं इसे मेल कर सकता हूँ।
आपका जो कहने का अंदाज है ना, वो कोर्ट के प्रोसीडिंग में इस तरह से एड्रेस नहीं किया जाता। आपको नहीं मिला है तो आपको ये आपके कहने कोर्ट में आपको पिछली डेट्स को भी कहा गया है कि अपने संवाद को एक तरीके से समझना चाहिए। आपको आपने कोर्ट में फाइल किया है, वो अदालत होने के बाद कोर्ट के फाइल में प्रोसेस लगता है। ये वकालतनामा कोई जज साहब के मिल जाएगा इस तरह की बात नहीं होती है, वो कोर्ट के फाइल में लगता है। कोर्ट की फाइल कल आई है, कल तक और आप जहां से भी बहस करेंगे वो उस जगह से कोई डिस्टरबेंस नहीं आवे, ये ध्यान रखा करिए। कहीं कोई शॉप में या पब्लिक प्लेस में बैठ करके वहां से कोर्ट को एड्रेस आप नहीं कर सकते। आप
अच्छा ठीक है सर, मैं ध्यान रखूंगा, अगली बार मैं ढंग से करूंगा।
भले ऑनलाइन ज्वाइन किए हुए हैं, लेकिन ये वर्चुअल मोड में भी समझदारी और अंडरस्टैंडिंग यही है कि आप कोर्ट के रूम के अंदर में हैं, न कि आप कहीं दुकान में बैठ के कुछ कर रहे हैं, ना कहीं पब्लिक प्लेस में बैठ के कोर्ट को एड्रेस कर रहे हैं। कोर्ट जनता के लिए है, आपके लिए है। कोर्ट की गरिमा को नीचे मत करिए अपने स्वभाव से, अपने
जी नहीं,
आपको 3 बार डेट दिया जा चुका है वकालतनामा फाइल करने के लिए। आप लास्ट डेट को फाइल करते हैं और कोर्ट को adjourn करना पड़ता है।
सर दिस टाइम कुछ भी ग्रांट कर दीजिए सर, मैं इसके बाद आपको और कोई शिकायत का मौका नहीं दूंगा।
देखिए मिस्टर कोर्ट मास्टर, आप देखिए तो इनका फाइल हुआ है, इंस्टीट्यूट हुआ है 16 को या 17 को या आज
नहीं हुआ।
कंप्यूटर
सर मेरे पास कॉपी है,
कंप्यूटर इंक्वायरी से निकलवाए हैं चार्ट, जिसमें कि इनका शो नहीं कर रहा है।
कब तक का है वो चार्ट?
ये आज का चार्ट है लॉर्डशिप, और नोटिस अगर फाइल होने का ऑर्डर हुआ था तो फाइल किए थे 7 अगस्त 2021 की फाइलिंग नहीं। आपने ड्रॉप बॉक्स में डाला था
हाँ सर, मैंने खुद स्वयं डाला है, खुद मैं आज ही आकर के डाला है, और उसमें सर टोकन लगा करके ये जो कलर का स्टाम्प होता है, ये सारी चीजें लगाई है मैंने। पीले वाला टोकन और नीले वाला टोकन सब लगा करके स्वयं खुद से अपने हाथ से डाला है।
हो गया, लॉर्डशिप हम वेरीफाई कर रहे हैं।
अपोजिट पार्टी पर्सन दीपक Agrawal, Kumar Agrawal submits that Wakalatnama has been filed on 16 February 2022. However, the same is not yet on record. Office to verify matter is started every day. Opposite party is advised to appear in virtual mode from a proper place showing sanctity of the court proceedings and not from any public place or shop premises on the next date.
Item 29, transfer petition civil 15 of 2021. Mr. Nitish Sinha for the petitioner, Mr. Samir Saurabh, Mr. Nitish Kumar.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Mediation has failed, probably. What I was proposing, my lords, I think we can both again, my lords, since the mediation has failed, I have spoken to my client. She really wants to resume, but I don't think the husband is in any mood to resume the conjugal life. So I'm trying to convince my client that if she can consider that if this marriage can be dissolved on some payment of alimony, and I'll speak to my friend, he can convince his client on the terms, but both of us can again sit. Transfer or no transfer, this marriage, the litigation will go on, be it in Jamshedpur, be it Ranchi, if even by transfer petition is allowed. So may I just pray that this matter can be adjourned for a week. I can speak to my client and get back to your lordships with the instruction as to what she intends to do. And if it can be resolved, it will be very nice.
Though mediation has failed as per the report at so and so, dated so and so, submitted by learned mediators also. Our learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Indrajit Sinha, seeks a short adjournment to obtain instruction from his client as whether any chances of amicable settlement are still there.
My Lordship, may I indicate both of us will take minutes, whether Mr. Saurav's client also is
Counsel
inclined.
for the parties, however, pray for a short adjournment to speak to their clients and find out if there are any chances of settlement, amicable settlement still left. Listed on 4th March.
Grateful.
Item 30, transfer petition civil 19 of 2020. This is Jaswinder Mazumdar for the petition of Mr. Nandan Prasad for the opposite party.
Your Lordship, in this case, I am appearing in this case. In this case also, the mediation has failed, Your Lordship. Although the husband has filed a divorce petition before the Latehar court. And since I have convinced the girl, because the boy has remarried also, so now she is ready to give divorce. But the thing is, case was sent for mediation before the Jhalsa. But again, the boy has not agreed, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, on last date, observed if both the parties to be physically present, if it can be resolved. My party is here, Your Lordship. Because now, if the boy wanted to give a divorce, he has remarried also. I have convinced the girl. Girl is also ready to give a divorce. But I don't know why he doesn't want to settle it.
Where is the counsel? Mr.
Yes,
Nandan?
my lord, I am appearing on behalf of the opposite party, your lordships. Petitioners also, opposite party also wanted to divorce, decree for divorce, your lordships, which opposite party has filed before the learned Latehar courts, your lordships. So petitioners will went to the Latehar courts and appear and may file such and such your lordship petition for divorce, your lordship.
Why did your client ensure that the mediation remained a non-starter because of his absence? How can the court see that your client's approach is bona fide?
Lordship, he has appeared, Lordship, so far as instruction from our clients, Lordship, he has said to me, appeared before Jhalsa, Lordship, through VC.
I have the report of the mediator which says opposite party number 2 was absent on all dates.
Yes, Your Lordship, he was absent.
But he has said, my lords, I have appeared, your lordship.
He was absent, Your Lordship, on all days.
No, your lordship, he was not. So far as our instructions from our clients, your lordship, and how the learned friends has said that he has remarried, and there is no document till today, your lordship, time and again, from the very beginning, she has submitted before my lord, your lordship.
Nandan Prasad, tell your client to file an affidavit, whatever you are saying today on his instruction. Tell him to file an affidavit to the effect that he has appeared in mediation on all the dates.
Yes, my lords. 1 week time may be given.
And beware, because the mediation proceedings records the appearance of the parties and it is maintained. So if a false statement is there, he will be hauled up for making false statement before a court.
Yes, my lord. So far as false statements also given by the petitioners in para 10 of
the court is asking you a particular query.
Okay, my lord.
About what petitioner's false statement. I have the report of the learned mediator which says that he was absent. You are saying that he was present. Let the opposite party say that he was present. Then we will see whether whose statement is right or wrong. The court will from mediator also.
So far as our instructions from our clients.
Don't make our statements like that, Mr. Nandan Prasad.
Yes, ma'am.
मतलब नहीं कि you can get away with making casual statements. This is the first time, perhaps, in a mediation proceeding that, despite the report of the mediator, one of the parties saying that he has appeared. It doesn't happen like that. They are registered, accredited mediators. Their mediation accreditation will be cancelled if they make a false report or wrong report. You are saying it casually, he has appeared.
No, lords. So far as our instructions from our clients, lords, I am not
Very well.
himself submitting before.
Ask your client to file it on affidavit that he has
If
appeared.
my lord may some pass overs, I will VC में appear करवा दे रहे हैं हजूर उनको.
नहीं, ask him to file an affidavit that he has appeared.
Okay, lord. 1 week time may be given.
Your Lordship, he is practicing lawyer also in Latehar. It's matlab.
Therefore, my lord may be given 2 case passovers for appearing before my lord.
No. Appearing का क्या है? You give it on affidavit that he has appeared. You have stated before the court.
Yes, my lord.
Mediation has remained a non-starter. As per the report of learned mediator Jhalsa, bearing letter number 238 dated 19 January 2022. Stop. As per the report, only the petitioner was present for mediation on the date fixed. Opposite party was absent on all the above dates. All the dates. Stop. Learned counsel for the opposite party submits on instruction that opposite party had appeared. Stop. Let such statement be made on affidavit. Opposite party के पहले एक sentence लिखिए. Then counsel for the petitioner, Mrs. Jaswinder Majumdar, submits that the petitioner wife is Mrs. Majumdar. According to your instruction, she is not interested in carrying on with the marriage.
No, Your Lordship, she is interested in carrying on the marriage, but she says that since he has remarried, Your Lordship, then at Latehar, Your Lordship. So that's why she is not interested in that. Then even I counsel there is no need to fight a case. So she has convinced, and then she said, "Okay, I'll give it." I was.
Lordship may petition may file an affidavit regarding remarriage of the opposite party, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, she is here only with me only. I have counseled her. She says, "Okay, I'll give a divorce." Your Lordship. There is no need, Your Lordship, to fight and.
Lordship, affidavit regarding remarriage may be filed by the petitioners, Your Lordship.
Learned counsel for the petitioner submits on instructions that petitioner is now persuaded to grant divorce to the opposite party.
Yes.
उसके बाद ये सब लिखिएगा. List it on 4th March.
Oblige you.
Oblige.
Item 31, transfer petition civil 2021. Mr. Tiwari for the petitioner, Mr. Mukesh Bihari or the party.
May I please, Your Lordship? Mediation failed, Lord.
Yes.
And the girl is still intended to live with her husband, Lord, but the boy is not interested to keep her.
Mediation has failed.
Yes.
Despite best efforts and endeavors of both the parties, as per the report of learned mediator Jhalsa, bearing letter number 404 dated 2nd February 2000. Yes, Mr. Lal.
Yes, my lord.
Any opposition to the prayer for transfer?
No, my lord, because my lord, she is the lady, my lord, she has
come
from Lohardaga to Dhanbad, my lord, but my submission may not be recorded.
Learned counsel for the parties on the prayer for parties. Stop. Petitioner wife has prayed for transfer of the original suit number 147 of 2021 from the Court of Learned Additional Principal Judge Additional Family Court Dhanbad to the Court of Learned Additional Principal Judge Family Court Lohardaga. Stop. The suit was instituted by the husband under section 13 within bracket 1 small I-B of the Hindu Marriage Act for 1955 for divorce. Stop. The marriage had taken place on 7th May 2015. As per the case of the petitioner, after 1 month, she was ousted from the matrimonial home and somehow she managed to return to her father's house at Jiko Chatti Lohardaga. So, despite efforts made by her parents to pacify the matter, and the opposite party and his family members have refused to keep her. Stop. Petitioner's father is a poor farmer and she has no independent source of income. Stop. She will have great difficulty in contesting this suit at Dhanbad, which is at a considerable distance from Lohardaga, which is an interior place. Stop. Therefore, she has prayed for considerable distance of 200 kilometers. Therefore, she prays that the case may be transferred to the family court, Lohardaga. Stop. Then counsel for the opposite party, Mr. Mukesh Bihari Lal, has opposed the prayer. Stop. However, he does not dispute that the lady is without any independent source of income, dependent upon her father and brother, and she might not only face inconvenience in attending to the suit at Dhanbad, but it may also prove to be expensive. Stop. I have considered the submission of learned counsel for the parties in the light of the material facts noted above. Stop. It appears that the petitioner wife is living with her parents at Lohardaga, which is about 200 kilometers from Dhanbad and is an interior place in the state. But it may not be possible for her to properly attend to the proceedings of the suit at Dhanbad. Stop. As such, the suit may remain uncontested. Therefore, in the interest of justice, original suit number 147 of 2021, pending before learned additional principal judge, additional family court, Dhanbad, be transferred to the court of learned principal judge, family court, Lohardaga, forthwith. Application is allowed.
Obliged, my lord.
Item 32, transfer petition civil 38 of 2021, Mr. Mahesh Tiwari for the petitioner.
May it please your lordship, the present case also, your lordship, a humble prayer is being made for transfer of original suit matrimonial number 434 oblique 2019 from the learned court of principal judge, family court Ranchi, to the learned principal judge at Jharkhand.
Heard learned counsel for the any criminal case?
No, your lordship, there is no criminal case.
Any maintenance case?
No, your lordship.
Is she working or without any sources of income?
Without any source of income, we have stated, your lordship. We have stated.
Heard learned counsel for the petitioner. The opposite party has, despite service of notice and indulgence granted on the previous date, failed to enter appearance to Wakalatnama. Stop. Petitioner wife is seeking transfer of original suit within bracket matrimonial title suit being MTS number A434 of 2019 pending before the Learned Family Court Ranchi to the Learned Family Court at Daltonganj at Palamu. Stop. The suit has been instituted for restitution of conjugal rights by the husband under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Stop. When counsel for the petitioner submits that the marriage was solemnized on 31st December 2016 as per Hindu rites and rituals at Daltonganj, after payment of sufficient dowry and gold jewelry. Stop. A car was also given in dowry. Stop. However, after 6 days of her marriage, an additional demand, when she returned to her parents' place, it was intimated that an additional demand of rupees 5 lakh has been made. And non-payment thereof led to assault upon her. ना ऐसे लिखिए petitioner returned to her parents' place after 6 days of her stay at her in-laws' place and intimated that she was brutally assaulted on additional demand of rupees 5 lakhs. Stop. She again went to the matrimonial home in December 2016, but was not treated properly, was treated with cruelty and torture. Stop. Since 16 January 2017, she has been residing at her parents' place. Stop. She is wholly dependent upon her father and has no independent source of income. Stop. Therefore, petitioner may not be able to properly contest the suit issued by the husband at Ranchi, as the two places are separated by considerable distance and it is not possible to return on the same day. Stop. It is further submitted that no criminal case or maintenance case has yet been issued by the petitioner wife. Stop. Therefore, the suit may be transferred to Daltonganj. There is no opposition to the prayer since opposite party has not entered appearance despite service of notice. I have considered the submission of learned counsel for the petitioner and taken note of the materials on record as placed by learned counsel for the petitioner. It appears on consideration of the materials on record that petitioner is without any independent source of income and residing with her father at Daltonganj. Stop. She may have genuine inconvenience. It may prove to be onerous for us to attend to the proceedings of the suit at Ranchi and also expensive. Stop. In such circumstances, the suit may not be properly contested. Stop. Therefore, this court is of the opinion that prayer of the petitioner deserves to be allowed. Stop. Accordingly, it is ordered that original so-and-so should be transferred from the court of so-and-so to the court of so-and-so. Application is interim order stands vacated.
Item 33, transfer petition civil 42 of 2021. Mr. Kumar Nilesh for the petitioner, Mr.
For OP, I am appealing.
Lordship, the present case, wife is seeking transfer of a divorce suit, Lordship, from Garwa to Dhanbad. It is very important. Fact is, Lordship, that husband, being a resident of Dhanbad, Lordship, in spite that he has filed a divorce suit at Garwa, Lordship, just to harass that this petitioner, Lordship. Moreover, other grounds are that she is fully dependent on a father and a brother, Lordship. She has no independent source of income, and at a time, Lordship, she is having a small baby in her laps, Lordship. And Garwa is a remote district, Lordship. It is very difficult.
But I will file my reply, Lordship. I will file my reply, but I pray prior to it will be referred to Jhalsa, Lordship, prior to it. If there is compromise, it will be better for both the parties. Otherwise, we will contest.
Is there any chance of settlement, Mr.
Because Lordship, he wants to separate Lordship because he has never resided in a matrimonial home.
Lordship, there in the Garhwal district, there was an mediation has failed.
He is ready to pay one time ultimately whatever amount to be fixed by the Honorable Court. Because he is working as junior engineer in the Palamu district.
I'm asking petitioner's counsel, is there any chance of settlement through mediation?
Lordship, remote, it seems to be remote that, since already mediation has failed in the Garhwa in a criminal case filed by her husband.
Yes, Mr. Krishna.
Then I will reply, Lordship. I will give him 2 weeks time.
Devesh Krishna, counsel for the opposite party, prays for is allowed 1 week time to file reply to the counter affidavit. Matter will be listed on 4th March.
Obliged.
Item 34, transfer petition civil 45 of 2021, Mr. Vijay Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. Rahul Pandey for the opposite party.
I am for the OP Lordship.
Yes, so OP wants to file any reply or both of you are ready?
Lordship, I seek permission to file and reply, Lordship.
Mr. Rahul Pandey prays for is allowed 1 week time to file counter affidavit. Stop. Release the case after 1 week.
Very much obliged.
Item 35, transfer petition civil 58 of 2021, Mr. Sunil Singh for the petitioner.
And in this case, petitioner pay for transfer of matrimonial case from Khuti to Bokaro, my lord.
Issue notice on the opposite party and the registered cover with AD and the speed post and ordinary process for which requisites be filed at both the places.
Yes, my lord. Both the places.
At both the addresses for which requisites be filed within 1 week.
Yes, ma'am. Within 1 week.
1 week. Office to track speed post delivery.
May I pray for interim order till next date?
Let the matter be listed on 25th March.
Oblige, ma'am.
Then we will see.
Oblige, ma'am.
Very good. Yes, thank you, everybody.
Oblige.
EPC